Assalamu alaikum. Welcome to ATN Bangla. This is Shafia Piuy with the news. First, the UP headlines. RAB sues 23 people including 10 officials in smuggling incident of OMS food grains from Central Godown. ACC investigating. Prime Minister urges small investors to invest in share market after scrutinizing data and information of companies. And BNP would participate in next national election under Khaleda Zia's leadership after freeing her, announced leaders from Token Hunger Strike Program. Now on to the details. Anti-Corruption Commission has started investigation about recovery of 215 tons of OMS food grains by RAB while being smuggled out from the Central Godown at Tejgaon. Earlier, the elite force filed case against 23 people including 10 officials in the incident. ACC Secretary Dr. Shamsul Arifin told ATN Bangla that the food department has withdrawn several officials including manager Humayun Kobir and Inspector Moniar Hussain. A three-member probe committee has also been formed. Meanwhile, corruption watchdog TIB has alleged that corruption in the public sector is not reducing due to exemption from punishment even after committing misdeeds. Prime Minister Sheikh Hasina has urged small investors to invest in share market not only being tempted by excessive greed of profit, but after cautious scrutiny of data and information of listed companies. Speaking at a function marking Silver Jubilee celebration of Bangladesh Securities and Exchange Commission BSEC, she hoped that the capital market would be a dependable source of long-term investment towards building of developed Bangladesh. Announcing that the BSEC got the honor of A category regulatory body, the Prime Minister said foreign investment has been raised significantly and Chinese consortium has already been included in Dhaka Stock Exchange as a strategic investor. Suggesting 7-point measures for stock market development, Sheikh Hasina asked all concerned to protect the interest of the investors. Finance Minister Abul Mal Abdul Muhit in his speech laid down a plan for further flourishing the capital market. BNP would participate in next national under Khaleda Zia's leadership after freeing her. This was announced by senior BNP leaders at a Token Hunger Strike Program held in the capital demanding release of party chairperson. Affirming that tougher programs are in the offing for realizing demands for Khaleda Zia's freedom and election under a neutral government, BNP policymakers urged party leaders and workers to prepare for taking position on streets. Begum Khaleda Zia did not appear at the hearing of Zia Charitable Trust corruption case at the court set up in Old Central Jail in the capital today. Later, the court was adjourned till tomorrow due to her non-appearance. Earlier, the lawyers of Begum Khaleda Zia gave statements regarding her health and questioned the legality of setting up court inside the jail. Tomorrow, the court will hear whether trial proceedings can be carried out in the absence of Khaleda Zia and extension of her bail. Mild tremors shook Dhaka and other parts of the country this morning. The quake was felt at around 10:50 am and lasted for about 30 seconds. Bangladesh Meteorological Department said the quake originated from Assam, India. International Red Cross is examining the possibility of repatriating Rohingyas now staying on the zero point of Tumblr border in Bandarban. An 8-member Red Cross delegation talked with the Rohingya refugees while visiting the camps on the zero line at Tekubunia border of Rakhine State this morning. The members of the delegation informed that the Rohingyas at the zero line would be taken to the refugee camps at Tongkleo in Mongdu district of Rakhine State in Myanmar. Now news from abroad. About 1 million people have taken to the streets of Barcelona to mark Catalonia's National Day and show continued support for independence. The annual celebration is the first since Catalonia's failed attempt to break away from Spain last October. A sea of protesters wearing red shirts and bearing red and yellow Catalan flags banged drums, blew whistles, and chanted slogans of support. Former Brazilian President Lula da Silva has pulled out of next month's presidential election to allow his running mate to stand in his place. Lula had been the front-runner despite being in jail for a corruption conviction and despite the top electoral court barring his candidacy. And that's the end of this bulletin. To view ATN Bangla News, browse www.youtube.com/ATN Tube News. Subscribe and remain with ATN Bangla. Allah Hafiz.